squeegee it after every shower, I assure you. Now, when you showed up, I know you had an asthma attack using whatever it is you had to use to help try to get that withered away, chipped off of there, that mineral deposit. You know, I think our water is just really hard. Surely it is. I mean, I know you clean for everyone else in our neighborhood who doesn't live like us. To know that we definitely squeegee after every shower. And if I were to be honest, I'm not really happy that you're not towel drying the whole thing when you're done. That's what we do. That's why that lime scale got so bad. I'm not quite sure how, given that we do that. And I don't even know why we have you at all, given on your panel interview, Chadley and I told you how much we keep this house clean when you're not here. Now, when we know you're anywhere near due to come, we don't do anything knowing that we've got to give you things to do. Okay, now I know you're really not the maid who lives here every day. We could never dream of affording someone coming more than once a month when we don't cancel on you. It might be, I don't know, quarterly. But we're still squeegeeing. But what we need you here for is what you said you didn't do. We need you to be here kind of like the Kardashians' children are picked up after. That's our biggest dream, is to have gone to school for a high-end degree that our parents worked really not that hard at all to get us into. I don't even know how I passed those classes that I don't understand. How it is that now that I can have my way in life, I've worked so hard to impress my parents, family, and friends, colleagues. Wait, Chadley's colleagues. I don't work. It's so hard not to work. I have to go to two places. One, first, where I'm going to buy my shit, and two, where I'm going to buy your shit. So, anyway, the things you said you wouldn't do as you come in quarterly is not clean up 3 or 4 months worth of toys that we can't stop buying the children. They're geniuses. I want you to know that. They're gifted with so many gifts at holidays and non-holidays between all of their grandparents, which have ridiculous sounding names. We like to laugh at our parents being called those names now. Anyway, Mother had her facelift. And it's been a little bit stressful, as you can imagine, not having her here to be a free babysitter. So that's what we have you here for. It's not just to babysit the kids while I go to the bank and other places while I'm out and forget you're even here, because I'm so glad to have a break from these childlets. And but anyway, we have all the toys, way more than the containers we have available, setting around the room, that we could make a game out of them putting it up, or just threaten to hurt them real bad like your parents might have if you didn't do it. Listen, we're not abusive to our own. That's sick. Make your kids pick up their toys for the housekeeper gets here like she has other houses to get to, or maybe wants to see her own children. There's no way you're breeding, are you? I mean, you have so much on your plate to do already. There's no way you're having any recreational time to breed. Well, if you do have kids, they're welcome to come along when you clean, because we're going to need you out of here. I know you've got to pick them up between their schooling, and you don't have someone else who does that for you. So why don't you drive your work van? Those decals in my driveway so everyone knows you're here this season. Nobody's figured out, because we're trying so hard to keep up with the Joneses, we really can't afford what those really rich people can. I'm sorry, what? Did you leave me a note saying, didn't I tell you on my panel interview with you and Chadley that I don't pick up all the toys? That's your job, so I can bring in my deep cleaning supplies and actually get to the surfaces of the floor that I'm here to clean. Is that what you said? I wasn't listening. I was too busy looking up here, or this one blade. You have to get on a ladder to see it. One of the children, we put them up on the ladder to get one of their little Nerf thingies. And while I was looking up here, I couldn't help but notice there's still some macaroni up on the ceiling. I don't know if that was from me throwing it up there to see if the pasta was done, or if that was from the kids and their disgusting high chairs. I swear I would never leave for a waitress to clean up like this at any restaurant, chain, or maybe our friends who also went to the private university are now owning their own restaurants with their business degrees. His wife's a lawyer. She knew how to do like that paperwork to, you know, not have to claim as much taxes, but make a lot of money. I don't know why you'd want some cash. Listen, we're in a high tax bracket. We're already paying your taxes. Not our own, but yours, right? So I don't know why you'd want to save a few bucks when I got the bank in my town you're driving to, that I'm in all the time to hang out in and do my things with my people. Why you'd ever want to drive back out here to my bank, especially when I forgot to come back and get it to you. But I need you to make your 30 miles out here if you want to get paid this time. Otherwise, next season, when you get here to get that terrible hard water buildup that has to be coming from the city. Listen, drinking water is wonderful. It's all the same. It's better than bottled water. Did you know that? Did you know that you can drink the water out of your faucets just the same? Where is that located? Up north-ish, kind of, is it Detroit, where their drinking water is so good and brown? Because it's all the same. But given that it's all the same, I went to Kirkland's and I got like an 82,000 pack of water for you to rinse out the shower. Be sure to towel dry that. I bought those super cool squeegee thingies. No, that's the thing we use every time. I meant you know, it sucks up all the water. I want you to like really wipe it around up in there in the corners. There's mold growing in my shower and I don't understand why between your cleanings. Also, there was some dust on the back of the toilet seat before you came last time. I don't know why there would have been anything in this house for you to clean up before you got here. We're having you here to pick up toys. And for your van to be seen out front. Every time you drive back here to get that check, I keep forgetting to leave you. So anyway, you have a wonderful day. You're just like family. Don't get too close. Listen, you smell like whatever someone would have if they had to spray themselves down in caustic materials to break down the mineral in someone's shower. I have no idea why you have such breathing problems. How many years have you been at this? 17? So what does that mean, though? Your daughter is getting kind of older now? Have you ever seen her being at our house and people like ours all the time? Didn't you start bringing her as a little baby? Trying to clean our house as a baby? That must have been so hard. That was when I was pregnant with the 4th or 5th. Before we moved into, well, I can't remember which houses you followed us over to every time we decide. A real estate agent friend of ours caught us a great deal. If we kept the walls nice and beige, we could easily pick up and leave and flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Listen, we're living high in Malibu here in the flatlands. We're natives. Tribal life was cool. Ask my grandma, who was an Indian princess.